Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to welcome you to the first online open lecture. And my name is Maggie. I teach and study MarTech for many years already. And with this series of open online lectures, I would like to share with you what I know so far. And this series of lectures will contain all the topics which are related to MarTech, from broad approaches to some particular examples and cases. And these lectures are for those who consider MarTech as the topic or the field, the direction of their career development, or maybe for those who already have an experience but want to see the bigger horizon and broader examples or something like this. In this regards, and also for those who are willing to learn something new. And I really hope that this intention and initiative of mine will be useful for you and helpful because I would love to share with you everything I know in this regards and invite you to this wonderful journey of finding something new, something interesting, because this field is, if you ask me, very fascinating and very nice. So without further ado, let's begin with the first thing. And of course, this is about the definition of what MarTech actually means. And here, just a little slide about what I do. So I've been teaching for more than 12 years and studying and teaching individually to the students in universities, in corporate settings. So teaching is a huge part of my life. And I specialize also, apart from teaching, also in additional services, consulting in terms of English for marketers, education and marketing technologies in MarTech, also scientific supervision and mentoring, as well as MarTech for business. And I have my bachelor degree in business administration, my Master's of Science in Economics, and I have also completed my PhD program, which was in marketing in management. So I'm from Georgia, from Sakartvelo, and the recent program which I've completed was Oxford's program in artificial intelligence, because this is a huge part of the development of MarTech or market technologies. And I really wanted to learn about some additional interesting trends and systematize all the knowledge that I already have to be able to share it in a more concise way. And I have my two cats. Maybe they're going to make appearances during these videos, maybe not. And I also love a lot of other things which are interesting for me, including music, cinematography, philosophy, and also politics. So you can also either see the links in the description of this video, or you can also visit the QR codes to the websites, to the list of the dates for the open lectures, MarTalks, and also you can familiarize yourself with this nice thing that I've created, which is called the MarTech Guide. And without further ado, let's step further to the actual question, which brings us to this video. What about MarTech? I'm sure that you've already heard about EdTech, education technologies. You may have also heard about AdTech, advertising and technologies, right? So MarTech. Well, basically, I consider this and my guess that it is about marketing and technologies. And obviously, it's not that further from the overall understanding of this field. So we have marketing. We have marketing questions. We have marketing goals, objectives of either increase brand awareness or sell some more products or understand the behavior of the consumers, of the possible clients of your business or your organization. And this helps to link the questions of marketing with the tools which are developing very rapidly from the side of the technology. And if we follow the broad application of MarTech. We can say and focus ourselves on these quite straightforward and quite broad and encompassing definition, which I'm going to read to you. So, MarTech applies to major initiatives, efforts, and tools that harness technology to achieve marketing goals and objectives. So, generally, if we just focus on this definition and try to untangle what does it cover, right? We have major initiatives, efforts, and tools, right? So, we need to understand the purpose. We need to understand what was already created and what we can use, and which are the actual practical tools like advertisement um, structuring, or the measurement, which could be obtained in real time, or the dashboards, right, which contain all the full information about the current or forecasted or past customer behavior. And the technology which is used to achieve marketing goals and objectives are the tools, are the guidelines which help us to navigate what can we use to lead ourselves to these particular goals, and how we can structure the objectives from the perspective of the availability of technology that's going to guide us. Maybe this sounds quite broad, right, and a little bit unproductive in a way, or a very big sense of the term. But we can certainly try to tell ourselves one very important notion, right? Is that MarTech goes beyond just the software for the marketer's life simplification. MarTech unites. So if we, for example, want to create an advertisement based on the user persona that we already have, we can use the content creation or generation on one software. We can use the advertisement possibilities of Meta platform, for example, of Facebook. And we can also use, for example, Tableau to link together all the data sources that we have to make some decisions based on the information that we already collected. And MarTech, in a sense, in its very core, is not just about these particular sets of technological pieces, let's call them that way, but it is about how a marketer can understand what they want and how to make this movement from the content creation, in my example, to the measurement of the results, how make all that seamless, how make this road very natural and as less financially involved and budgeted as possible, because we don't really want to spend much money on just having all these MarTech stack at our disposal, but we want to understand how to work efficiently. And this is a big possibility that MarTech offers, and at the same time, it is a very big question or obstacle in how to navigate all of that with the tools that we have, but not forgetting the efficiency and the applicability of these tools. So if we step away from the example that I've already given to you, right, provided you with, we can follow the recent list of the notions or the concepts which were presented by Philip Kotler recently on the World Marketing Summit. And we can start with the fact that MarTech is very deeply involved with artificial intelligence and related algorithms. I'm very sure, I'm just absolutely sure that you have your own perception of artificial intelligence, of how useful it is, or how trendy it is, or how scary it may be. But regardless, we still have to use it, have to work with it, and have to understand how we can harness all the possibilities that AI can bring us. And the same in this regards, understanding its use for marketing within the scope of MarTech is also very important. And we are going to have this particular discussion in one of the further videos or one of the further lectures. So related algorithms are about how personalized, for example, your behavior on the internet could be on online shops or when you want to purchase something. So all of that can be a great example of how MarTech actually operates. Digital and social media, indeed, from the objective development, from the understanding of the user persona to the content creation, the generation, right, through the generative AI, and then to the measurement, to the posting, to the automated posting, to the clever, intelligent posting of the advertisement on different platforms, the analysis of not only what the numbers tell you, but also the conversations that the users may have, how all of that can lead you further to the decision making, to the forecasting of further marketing actions. So everything is included in MarTech as the concept. And it's also very important to not only know it in general, but also untangle some additional both definitions, theories, and also some practical platforms, several practical platforms, and we're going to take a very closer look at them within several other online lectures. So, but this lecture is to define broader, in a broader sense, what it's all about. Voice and facial recognition. So the digital assistants that we have and the conversations that we have with our technologies, all of that can also be used to achieve the MarTech objectives, and to learn about your customer and how can you understand your product and your customers in a proper way. Big data and machine learning. With the drastic increase of data, with big data, we can also teach technology to learn, right? To teach them how to understand which data points are useful for them, for us to benefit from each decision making or each conclusion that the technology gives us. And that's why it's also encompassed by MarTech as it is. Chatbots in all their variation. Either you call and you have the voice answering you in the form of the chatbot. If you type some request and the messenger on Facebook, for example, replies to you in either scripted or AI way, right? All of that is included in the big category, which is under MarTech, and it is about the chatbots. Augmented and virtual reality is also about how you link the technologically developed, let's call it that way, world with what you already have in your hands. And this is also quite an interesting aspect of MarTech in both B2B, B2C, and other types of market operations. Intelligent virtual agents, they can be either the ones which you communicate with as a customer, also, or you can communicate with them as the marketer. And all of that can also be categorized further into more specific ways. But regardless, this is a big topic which is also under MarTech. Biometrics and neuroscience, the more specific the technology gets, the more precise it becomes in learning the human nature. And regardless of anyone's stance on that or ethical considerations, this is something that's been developing. And it's really important for you as a listener or as a marketer to know what is going on there. And I believe one of the or further lectures are going to also cover this one. But nevertheless, this is also something that's going to be very trend, let's go that way, right? So I'm quite both interested and quite concerned about this development, but nevertheless, I think that is going to be quite an interesting thing. Autonomous machines, robots, drones, self-driving vehicles. It's really interesting that only by the end of this list we're actually coming closer to the more tangible thing, and it's like a robot or something that contains the AI or technology within the physical frames of metal, steel, or something like that, which helps to see the technology, not just understand that it's working somewhere within a laptop or internet, collecting data and making some decision making. So this is something that we can actually physically see. So, and sensors and the Internet of Things, as an example, could be the one that helps you to keep the stock of what you have to purchase, and then have these things which you lack already delivered to your door. So this interconnection of the offline things, right, with the online decision making and online transactions is also something that is covered by this huge umbrella term, which MarTech is. And as you can see, it's really difficult to cover everything what MarTech is in just one short video, one short online lecture. But it's really important to keep in mind that MarTech is about unification, is about keeping every data point that you have with the customer within the reach and within the possibility of actually structuring it to some sort of objective or the countable or uncountable goal. A countable goal is much better, the qualitative and qualitative ones. And this is just the small and quite broad number of what MarTech actually covers. And I'm going to repeat once again, as very important part of MarTech characterization is that MarTech is essentially focused on the connection of every tool out there created for meeting any marketing role. And this is the major thing which is going to be which you need to keep in mind, whether you're just creating the targeted ad or you're working on a big, comprehensive, technologically difficult or advanced program for, I don't know, specific online recommendation systems. So this is about connection of the data points or the decision making from the side of the customer and from the side of the marketer. This us to the conclusion of the online open lecture. And I was really interested and happy about introducing you to MarTech and MarTech to you about and sharing with you how huge this term actually is and how interesting it is to find out where we are going, because it's not going to stop anywhere. We're going to cover further the trends. And that's why I really hope it was useful for you. If you have any specific questions, please write them down in the comments or write me directly. And I wish you good luck on your development within the scope of MarTech. I really hope that it was useful for you. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you at the online open lectures, which are open and free. I would be really happy to welcome you at the Mar Talks, which are the speaking clubs where we just online speaking club, which is free, and we discuss some interesting MarTech topics there. You can also see the services and some interesting blog posts and social media on the website. And you can check out the comprehensive MarTech guide, which I've created for everyone who's interested in MarTech and their further steps. So with that, thank you very much and see you further. Good luck. Bye.